In today's digital world, software is everywhere. From the apps on our phones to the systems that power our businesses, we rely on software to work flawlessly. Bugs and errors can creep in at any stage. That's where software testing comes in. It's a critical step in the software development lifecycle, ensuring that the final product is reliable and meets user expectations. Think of it like building a house. You wouldn't wait until the house is fully built to check if the walls are straight or the plumbing works. You'd inspect and test things along the way, right? That's what software testing does. It's about catching and fixing problems early on, saving time, money, and frustration in the long run. Imagine two companies both aiming to build the best possible software. One company sets up a specialized team of experts to define testing standards and best practices for everyone to follow. This is the essence of a test center of excellence. The other company focuses on creating a streamlined and efficient testing process, almost like a well-oiled machine. This test factory churns through tests quickly and effectively, prioritizing speed and volume. Both approaches have the same goal, to improve the quality of software, but they go about it in different ways. Understanding these differences is crucial for any organization looking to optimize its testing efforts. Imagine a group of seasoned detectives gathered in a room, sharing their knowledge, tools, and strategies to solve the most complex cases. That's the basic idea behind a Test Center of Excellence, or TCoE. It's a centralized unit within an organization dedicated to establishing and promoting best practices in software testing. Think of the TCoE as the brain of software quality assurance. They act as mentors, consultants, and guardians of testing standards for the entire organization. They develop testing methodologies, provide training and support, and ensure everyone is on the same page when it comes to quality. The primary purpose of a TCoE is to improve the overall maturity and effectiveness of testing across the organization. They aim to reduce defects, improve software quality, and ultimately, enhance customer satisfaction. They stay up to date with the latest testing tools, technologies, and trends. This ensures that the organization remains competitive and delivers high-quality software in a rapidly evolving technological landscape. The structure of a TCoE can vary depending on the size and complexity of the organization. However, a typical TCoE comprises a team of skilled testing professionals with expertise in various testing domains. This may include test automation engineers, performance testers, security testers, and specialists in different types of testing methodologies. The TCoE operates based on a well-defined methodology that outlines the testing processes, standards, and best practices to be followed across the organization. One of the key aspects of a TCoE's methodology is the emphasis on automation. The TCoE identifies areas where testing can be automated to improve efficiency and reduce human error. They may implement test automation frameworks, tools, and scripts to streamline repetitive testing tasks. The TCoE also plays a crucial role in knowledge sharing and collaboration. Let's take a look at a real-world example to understand how a TCoE can make a tangible difference. Consider a large financial institution struggling with inconsistent testing practices across its numerous software development teams. This lack of standardization led to variations in software quality, increased defects, and delays in project deliveries. To address these challenges, the institution decided to establish a TCoE. They assembled a team of experienced testing professionals and tasked them with defining a standardized testing methodology, implementing best practices, and providing guidance and support to all development teams. The TCoE began by conducting a thorough assessment of the existing testing processes, identifying areas for improvement. They then developed a comprehensive testing methodology that outlined standardized processes for test planning, test case design, test execution, defect reporting, and test metrics. This collaborative approach ensured that everyone was on board with the new testing standards and understood their role in improving software quality. Now, imagine a well-oiled factory floor. Machines hum, conveyor belts move with precision, and workers efficiently assemble products at scale. This is the essence of a test factory, a structured and centralized approach to software testing that prioritizes efficiency, speed, and volume. Unlike a TCoE, which focuses on setting standards and building a culture of quality, a test factory is all about execution. It's about creating a streamlined process for testing software rapidly and repeatedly, often with a focus on specific types of testing, like regression testing or performance testing. Think of it as a specialized testing service within an organization. Development teams can send their software to the test factory, where it goes through a rigorous and standardized testing process. The primary purpose of a test factory is to accelerate the testing process without compromising quality. A test factory typically operates as a separate unit with its own dedicated team of testers, test managers, and test automation engineers. This team follows a well-defined methodology that emphasizes efficiency, repeatability, and scalability. The structure of a test factory often resembles a structured testing lifecycle. It starts with a clear definition of the testing scope and objectives, followed by meticulous test planning and test case design. Test execution is highly automated, with tools and scripts running tests around the clock, collecting results, and generating detailed reports. The team invests heavily in building and maintaining a robust test automation framework that can handle a large volume of tests across different platforms and devices. The test factory sets up and maintains dedicated testing environments that closely mirror the production environment. They track key performance indicators like test coverage, defect density, and test execution time to monitor the effectiveness of the testing process. Let's consider a real-world example of a company that successfully implemented a test factory model. A global e-commerce giant faced a challenge. They needed to release new features and updates to their platform rapidly to stay ahead of the competition. However, their existing testing process was slow and cumbersome, creating a bottleneck in their development cycle. To overcome this challenge, they decided to establish a dedicated test factory. They assembled a team of skilled test automation engineers and tasked them with building a robust test automation framework that could handle a high volume of tests across their vast platform. The test factory team began by identifying the most critical test cases that covered the core functionality of the platform. They then developed automated test scripts for these cases, ensuring that they could be executed quickly and reliably. The test factory enabled the e-commerce giant to significantly reduce their testing cycle time, allowing them to release new features and updates to their platform much faster than before. In the world of software testing, the quest for quality takes many forms. We've explored two distinct approaches: the Test Center of Excellence, or TCoE, and the Test Factory. Both aim to elevate the quality of software, but they navigate this path with different philosophies and strategies. Imagine them as two master chefs, each striving for culinary excellence. The TCoE is like a seasoned chef instructor, passionate about sharing their knowledge, refining techniques, and establishing a culture of culinary mastery throughout the entire kitchen. The Test Factory, on the other hand, is like a well-coordinated culinary production line. Their focus is on efficiency, consistency, and volume. Both approaches have their merits, and the choice between them depends on the specific needs and goals of the organization. The TCoE and Test Factory diverge significantly in their core purpose and focus. The TCoE is driven by a strategic vision of embedding quality into the very DNA of the organization. They are the champions of quality, the evangelists of best practices, constantly striving to raise the bar for software excellence. Their focus is not limited to just testing, but extends to the entire software development lifecycle. The Test Factory, on the other hand, is laser-focused on the efficient execution of testing. Their primary goal is to streamline the testing process, maximize test coverage, and deliver rapid and reliable results. This difference in purpose and focus is reflected in their respective metrics of success. The TCoE measures its success by the overall improvement in software quality, while the Test Factory focuses on metrics like test execution time and defect detection rate. The structural makeup and expertise within a TCoE and Test Factory also differ significantly, reflecting their distinct roles and responsibilities. The TCoE typically operates as a centralized unit with a team of experienced testing professionals possessing diverse skills and expertise. This team acts as a central hub of testing knowledge, providing guidance, support, and training to other teams within the organization. They are experts in various testing methodologies, tools, and best practices. The test factory, in contrast, often functions as a separate unit with a dedicated team of testers, test managers, and test automation engineers. This team is responsible for executing tests, analyzing results, and reporting defects. Their expertise lies in their ability to design and execute tests efficiently, often with a high degree of automation. The hierarchical structure of a test factory is usually more defined than that of a TCoE, with clear roles and responsibilities. Benefits and drawbacks. Finding the right fit. Both TCoE and Test Factory offer distinct advantages and disadvantages. The TCoE fosters a culture of quality across the organization. It establishes standardized testing processes, provides training, and promotes knowledge sharing. This ensures consistency, reduces redundancy, and promotes shared responsibility for quality. However, it requires significant investment and strong leadership buy-in. The Test Factory excels in rapid and efficient testing through automation and standardized processes. It provides quick feedback, accelerating the software development lifecycle. But it can lead to a siloed approach, hindering collaboration and knowledge sharing. When to choose what? Matching approach to needs. The decision of whether to implement a TCoE or a Test Factory is not a binary one. The best approach depends on factors like the organization's size, industry, culture, and quality goals. For organizations with a strong emphasis on quality, a TCoE can be ideal. This is true for regulated industries like finance and healthcare. Organizations prioritizing speed and rapid release cycles might prefer the Test Factory model. Sometimes a hybrid approach combining TCoE and Test Factory is most effective. Assess the organization's needs and goals to determine the best approach. The right recipe for quality, choosing your path. So, there you have it. We've explored the distinct flavors of Test Center of Excellence, TCoE, and Test Factory, each offering a unique approach to achieving software quality. Remember our chef analogy? The TCoE, like a master chef instructor, cultivates a culture of quality, while the Test Factory, like a well-oiled culinary production line, prioritizes efficiency and speed. Choosing between the two is like selecting the right recipe for your software development kitchen. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. It all boils down to your organization's specific ingredients, its size, culture, industry, and ultimately, its appetite for quality. If your organization values long-term quality investments, standardization, and a company-wide culture of quality, the TCoE might be your Michelin star solution. Think of industries like healthcare or finance, where software bugs could have serious consequences. They need that overarching quality assurance the TCoE provides. However, if your company thrives on rapid releases, needs quick feedback loops, and values testing efficiency for faster delivery, the Test Factory could be your secret ingredient. Imagine a fast-paced tech startup constantly rolling out new app features. The Test Factory's agility keeps them competitive. Embracing a culture of quality, a shared responsibility. One crucial takeaway, regardless of your chosen approach, software quality is everyone's responsibility. It's not just about the tools or methodologies, but a mindset, a commitment to excellence that should permeate every stage of the software development lifecycle. Think of it like a sports team aiming for championship victory. It's not just about having a star player or a brilliant coach, it's about each team member, from the players to the trainers, working together, sharing the same goals, and constantly striving to improve. Establishing a culture of quality requires open communication, collaboration between development and testing teams, and a shared understanding of quality goals. It means prioritizing quality from the get-go, not treating it as an afterthought. Whether you opt for the strategic guidance of a TCoE or the streamlined efficiency of a Test Factory, remember that the ultimate goal remains the same: delivering exceptional software that delights users and provides lasting value. By embracing quality as everyone's responsibility and choosing the approach that best aligns with your organization's unique needs, you can navigate the exciting world of software development with confidence and achieve lasting success.